Hi, my name is David, and in today's video we're printing on Muggs with Ghost Pro X. In today's video we're going to print on a black Mugg using Ghost Pro X. Ghost Pro X is a professional white toner transfer printer which is able to print color, white and black in one pass, and thus you'll be able to use our MultiTrans transfer media for hard surfaces such as mugs, metal, glassware, anything that you need to print on hard surface with colored designs in one single print run. The RIP software that comes boxed with every unit of Ghost Pro X helps you prepare your files perfectly for the transfer so that you will get shining and brilliant results on any hard surface item. Every product that we're using here, starting from our printers, our heat presses, transfer tape and of course transfer media, is available on our website. It'll pop up below so that you can check out everything that you need for transferring. Before I head over to the screen to walk you through the steps of the printing process, I'd like to ask you to leave us a thumbs up for this video. Make sure that you follow the channel, activate the bell for updates when we release new transfer tutorials and fun videos about white toner printing. Also make sure to follow us on our respective social media, Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, for the latest inspiration on white toner printing. Okay, head over to the screen. I have the RIP software open here. Our RIP gives you two queues, one is for graphics, one is for photos, so you will be even able to print photographic designs on hard surface items. But we're starting with a graphic here. I have prepared my graphics, downloaded from Canva and saved as a PNG file. I have already sized them the way I want, but here I've imported it and you can see that it automatically does flip the images for you, and I'll just walk you through the settings. So this is the drop down where you can select your transfer media, and I'll set it to MultiTrans Ghost. You'll also find our laser dark here and other media. I'm going to change the size of this job to A4 because I'm printing in A4, and I'm going to make sure that I've also selected the correct preset for this specific job. Okay, once I've done with this, I can select my image and I can resize it to fit my page in every direction perfectly, and I can also preview the background color of my design. For example, if I would be printing on a yellow mug here, I can just simply click here on yellow and it will simulate a yellow background for me. Well, we will go back to black because we're printing black mugs today. And then there's just one more step to enhance the saturation of the white toner under base printed for this specific transfer. We're going to the Properties tab of this job here in the queue, Properties, right-click Properties, and we're going to Color Layer, and then we've got Options here, and here we've got a percentage of coverage for the coverage under base, and I'm going to push that up all the way to 400. This will give me the most densest white toner overprint on my design, helping me to get the most vibrant colors. For ink removal, I'm going to deactivate that. This is sometimes because when you load bitmap images or PNG images into the software, it might render them differently and you will get little holes in your outlines, and this will sharpen your outlines. Once you've done that, you can just right-click RIP and your design will be almost ready to print. Once the ripping has finished, you can just go to right-click Print and you're all set. Our MultiTrans transfer paper can be easily recognized by the blue lines on the back side. The other side is the coated side. You will insert it into the multi-purpose tray of Ghost Pro X. This multi-purpose tray is usually folded back like this, and then you just open it, fold it out, and you're ready to go. I will lift up this gray tab. You can here align your print to A4, the print size of the print sheet, and then just insert it. As long as the gray tab here is pulled up, the printer will not start the printing process. Once I've pulled it down, it will immediately pick up the printing process and print my job. Once my transfer sheet comes out of the printer, I can already see in a glimpse that I can hold it against the light. I can see the effect that I have achieved, and if I flip it around, I will see that everything is covered with a layer of white toner. That's why the prints look a little faded, because they're covered with white toner to enhance the underbase, to make my colors really pop on my black mug. Only thing I will have to do now is quickly cut out the designs that I want to attach to my mug. So I quickly cut around this. Nice and easy. Right, once I've decided on 2 items that I want to print on both sides of the mug, one thing that I recommend you to do is to take a silicone pouch that you can also get in our web shop, wrap it around and test if your mug press is set to the perfect pressure. Once you've checked that, you can start adhering the transfers with heat-resistant transfer tape to your mug. I'm just quickly preparing 4 stripes, 2 for each transfer, to get them down on the mug. All right, let's go. I start applying the transfers with the heat-resistant tape. Just make sure that they sit right in the middle of the mug. Some mugs are a little conic to the top or the bottom, so we want to make sure that we really hit the printable area of this mug. If I haven't mentioned it before, all those mugs are non-coated, so you can use any mug that you can buy off the shelf in your local store. No need for any coatings here, because with toner transfer you can literally print on anything. Also works really well on glassware bottles and on metal bottles as well, all with the same transfer media. Alright, once I'm ready, I can wrap it with my silicone pouch here, just like this, pop it into my heat press and press at 140 Celsius for 3 minutes. Once the time is up, we can open up our heat press and of course remove the silicone pouch. Be careful, it's always hot. And now I need to make sure that my mug cools down completely. Just as with any transfer application, we're making a cold peel when we're going on the substrate. So I will start by dipping the mug into water. Don't just put it into the water, because there's a big temperature difference. You don't want it to crack. You can also do that under running water. It really depends. I always recommend peeling the MultiTrans products, so this is true for MultiTrans and for MultiTrans Pro, under water when it's completely soaked and when it's completely cold. Not only will it peel easier, but it will also give you more durable and better results. Of course, you can also just leave the mug to sit on the side and have it cool down overnight. Once we are completely soaked and the mug is cold, we are starting by removing our heat-resistant tape. And now we make sure that the foil is completely soaked, and we start by peeling from one of the edges and just underwater peel the MultiTrans from the design. And you can see that we're getting a really nice and clean transfer. We're doing it for the other side as well. So once I've got my mug completely dry, you can see the fantastic print, and you can see the colors pop out really nicely on this black mug. Same here with the blue and the white. It looks really, really great. If you compare this to a mug where I haven't done the 400% underbase underfill, you can see that the colors are way duller, the blue is different. So this is why we need the RIP software and the white underfill to really get your colors to pop and to shine. This will give you bright and vibrant colors on dark mugs. Ghost Pro X with the RIP software is the perfect toolbox for printing custom mugs, but also any other personalized item you can think of, starting from t-shirts, hats, caps, and everything that you can really think of decorating with white toner transfer. For today I say thanks for watching and see you next time.